All right, welcome to another episode of Key Biscayne Stories. Today we have Laudi Ibarra and Kim Vincent. They are the people behind, or the masterminds, I guess, behind Kindness in the Schools. I don't know if you've seen them on the social media. They're handing out some awards. It's a new project of Kindness in the Schools, but we're here to learn about them, about Laudi and Kim, and what they've been up to with Kindness in the Schools. Before we get to do that, let's get to know you guys a little bit. Thank you for joining the show, first of all. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. So shall we start with Laudi? Where are you originally from?
I'm from Venezuela. And I moved here because I graduated from the university. And when I graduated, we had Chavez as a government, and I'm like, there's going to be no future here. So I think I need to find, a new path. My father was Cuban. So that's how I became an American citizen. Yes.
Cool. And Kim?
I was born in Virginia, and I've lived in Miami, I would say 90% of my life. So, and I've been on the Key 3 years, and I've been living, I guess, in different parts of the US, and I've lived in Chile, and then I lived in Geneva, and now it's like I find myself always coming back to Miami. So I guess this is where I'm meant to be.
And how did you guys end up in Key Biscayne?
How did you end up?
Well, because since I moved here, my sister lived here for many years.
Yeah.
And so right away when I moved him, it was basically, okay, my sister's like, you're coming to live at my house. And nothing, I've been here for 16 years, I think, or a little bit more. And just love it. Love it.
Great. So what do you guys do? Laudi, I think you were telling me you were a teacher, right?
Yes. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching since I was 18. Right now, I don't want to tell you how old I am, but yeah. And been working on my profession since I graduated. I'm an early childhood educator. And recent, like right now, I have a pod in my house of kids. I homeschool a group of, I have 3 and 4 year olds.
And by a pod, you mean like a group of kids?
Yes.
That are doing homeschooling together?
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Exactly.
Got it. And Kim?
Ooh, this is a fun question. So I have a background in business and a background in architecture. And right when I graduated from architecture, I was pregnant with my first son. So that got put on hold. And eventually I got back into it. And right now, currently, I'm using the combination of the business degree and the architecture degree by creating, I created my own business called Zenfully Space to do decluttering, organizing, space design, to basically help people maximize the use of their space, their closets, help them get rid of things they don't need. And then I also have a part-time business with a friend working with energy healers and Reiki masters and what were you calling it? The singing bowls and the Tibetan.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The singing bowls.
Yeah, a little bit of both of those combined is what I'm doing right now.
Cool. Well, if anybody's interested in homeschooling or in what you're doing with the sense spaces and the clutter removal, I will put the information in the show notes, the contact information of my guests, so that people can reach out if there are particular interests. So I want to talk about Kids in the Schools, which is it's an organization, right? Which is it's an entity you guys run, and the first time I found out about you guys when I saw you guys were giving those awards on social media for people for, I guess, we'll find out what those awards are more about now. So Kindness in the Schools, how did it start?
So 2 years now, I think we've been doing this. It started initially because a bullying incident on the island went viral. and the chats were just exploding with the video of a kid that was in elementary school there was a case of bullying. And so a bunch of us got together for an initial meeting just to see what we could do to kind of stop this from happening to other kids, or to at least understand how we can, you know, spread more kindness and focus on just like the promotion of kindness in general. And, you know, how can we emphasize those kids that are doing things that are kind, and just get the community together and bring speakers and psychologists and such to just promote this constant idea of kindness, and be kind, and, you know, be compassionate. And so we started that roughly 2 years ago, and yeah, so that's how we got started, basically.
Yeah.
But we started initially as kindness in the schools, and we're slowly kind of also moving it as a just general village of kindness, not just solely focused on the schools and the students, but just a general community. Let's bring the community together and just create, it is almost like creating this feeling of kindness amongst the community.
Exactly. And we're trying to bring always, you know, the positive side of everything. So that's why we decided to come up with the idea, why don't we choose from our village? We have a lot of people who do lots of things, you know, not only for our community, but from other places in the world or other people. So why don't we acknowledge good behavior and the positive things that they're doing? And that's why we came up with having a kindness ambassador. So we've been giving medals to people in the Key that have done amazing things for other people in our community. You know, Isabella from Sheribu, Melissa Whites that runs the Key Biscayne Community Foundation, that she helps a lot of people run. If you can, I don't know if people know about him, but he makes honey here in the Key.
Bees?
Yes.
That was one of my first attempts, but since I didn't know him personally, I guess he didn't know about the project. But Keys Bees, I'm looking for you. We'll do an interview soon.
Instagram, we'll put you in contact.
Thank you.
Well, these are the adults and promoting a lot of the kids. And we have a lot of kids that do amazing things here in the Key. There's a boy that we found out, we're like, oh my God, this kid's gathering sports,
Used soccer
equipment, and he's sending it to other countries so they can play the sport, because a lot of kids don't have anything. They practice soccer barefoot. So we thought that was like genius.
That's awesome.
Yes. And there has been a lot of great initiatives.
Yeah.
Like a lot of kids.
Well, the Share the Boo that you interviewed her as well, the collecting of the costumes.
Yes.
The beach bunnies.
Yeah.
Which are great. They collect trash and then they create
artwork
out of it, and then they sell it. And they, you know, with the money that they make, they help out. They're amazing. Besides that, they're cleaning the beach, then, you know, they're turning
like
repurposing. We thought that was just very creative.
So also on that note, if anybody knows any other initiatives that kids are doing, to please contact us, because we're still giving out awards. And just, it's like what Laura was saying, the recognition of these kids are doing things that are amazing, and some of them are in just middle school. And so it kind of, it inspires other kids to do other things as well. And they don't have to be such large projects, but it's just the ones that we've been told so far, the ones that have been nominated have been these projects that are just unbelievable. Like they're, you know, thinking outside, like thinking of others, thinking of, you know, people that are in situations economically that are not so fortunate. There was another kid who did a tutoring service, a free tutoring service during COVID on Zoom, and just initiatives like that, that it's really heartwarming to see that that's all in our own community. So that's, for us, it's really inspiring as well.
And the beauty of your project is that you are also creating awareness of people that are doing these acts of kindness for each other. And like for me, you guys told me about the guy that sends, the kid that sends the sports the sport equipment.
Sporting
I was
equipment.
like, I was happy. I was happy to know that this is happening, like the beach bunny. So I was like, it brings moments of joy to people,
Yeah.
knowing that these things are happening within the community. But without people like yourselves, they don't know. But now they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, and some of the other projects are smaller, like it, but it's also with that concept of bringing joy, spreading kindness. We've done a couple of projects in the past with spreading messages of kindness. Like we had, for a period of time, we had the bulletin sign and the entrance, the electric sign,
Uh-huh.
different messages, different positive affirmations. You know, things simple as like a reminder, hey, be the reason someone smiles today, or spread kindness everywhere you go, or, you know, like if you're sitting at the traffic light and you see the sign, just a quick reminder, hey, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot to just smile or start with hello, or, you know, anything along those lines. What
Yeah.
else? We have more projects if you want us to talk about those, or if you want to ask us something else.
No, when I called you guys to see if we can podcast a little earlier, you were telling me that Laudi was on a tree,
Oh yeah.
right? So tell us a little bit about what was happening there.
Yeah, so we gather some artists from Key Biscayne, and we gave them a repurposed piece of wood.
So so you're showing me a piece of wood right now, and it says
Yeah.
"Give back to Earth every day." It's very nice.
Yeah.
So
That's one of the samples.
So then we give them a piece of wood to the artist, and then they paint it, and they come up, or
Like a
we help them with a
positive
positive affirmation. And we told them, you know, about kindness or about Earth, like helping the Earth, which is also like a good way of giving back to, you know, our planet.
Or just even an inspiring
Yeah.
message that if you read it, you're like, oh, yes, I'm capable.
Yes.
Or yes, I'm like, love is everywhere, or love never fails, or whatever the message is.
Yes. So right now, if you walk around the village green, you take a look at the trees and you'll find some of them
Scattered throughout.
scattered.
cool. I almost feel like it could be turned into like an activity. Go find how many signs of kindness can you find in the village green,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And eventually, what we're hoping to do as well with certain projects is to involve the community with the kids and like create these type of art projects so that the kids can actually be, you know, participating in these. The first one we're doing now is mostly the artists here in Key Biscayne, and then adults. But eventually, we're going to get the kids to do it, because how cute is that to be able to see your own artwork in the message in the tree, and then pointing out to your friends, hey, I helped do that, or, you know, whatever the case is. But yeah, so we're starting with the signs in the tree, so look out for those. We did a postcard campaign, I think it was February, right? Yeah, last year.
And
And
year
sa-
before
No, it was last year, before,
COVID.
right before COVID. Everything is before COVID, after COVID. We did a postcard campaign, and it was a similar concept with messages of spreading love, and it was kind of this idea of, you know, you get one and then pass it on to somebody else, and then hopefully, you know, just by receiving that, because we don't do mail anymore. Everything is on the phone, everything's through text or email, digital, you know. So it was nice to see like the responses of people receiving something in the mail with just a message of, you know, like, what was it? Love never fails. Love is the answer, or, you know, just spread love everywhere you go, and it was right around Valentine's Day, so we tied it to that. And
It's very
and then-
nice.
and and another project we just did was this bucket project, and it was with
The what? The what?
the bucket project. So
Right.
the buckets that they use in
Bill
their
bags.
bags to collect garbage. One of the park rangers had asked us to see if we could get artists to design them, and with the idea of using them for promotional materials, so that they can just help spread the word. Hey, pick up trash and be conscious of the litter that you could be leaving behind. And so we did a photo shoot with the artist buckets, and we got 6 artists from Key Biscayne to participate in that one as well.
And my kids.
And the kids, and we did some.
You did
Yeah.
Yes.
Some
So
students also from Mass,
Yes.
2 sisters involved. So it was starting to form the community idea of, hey, we can all just, one simple message, you know, be aware of how you're possibly contaminating the environment, the oceans, and the trash, and pick up trash is really helpful. So why not, you know, promote that?
So I didn't know this. So there are buckets in bill bags that people can use to collect trash.
Well, and like the fill-a-bag has the buckets out, but the
Yes.
little bags, they have, you organize groups and you can go do group cleanups. So they do beach cleanups there as well.
So, okay, so there are the filler bags buckets.
No, we use the bill bags, we decorated the bill bags, but the fill-a-bag has the
Yeah.
ones that are already on the stations. Like you just
Exactly.
go pick it up while you're walking on the beach.
Okay.
The bill bags, you have to coordinate with the park rangers to set up a group to go on a Saturday or schedule a date that you go with your group to, and they give you the buckets. To go do
Okay. Okay, perfect. So so the Bill Backs has a program that you can go with a group, they'll give you buckets and you help clean up. And
Yeah.
then there's the other bucket cleanup project, which is fill a
Fill-a-bag.
bag.
Yeah.
Great. Because some people know about fill a bag, some people know.
Oh, true.
Exactly.
Cool.
And they've been trying to do a lot of the initiatives, like right now in the summer, if you have a group of kids or anything, they're trying to, and fill a bag, to get a group of people and just come and do it as part of an activity, like a summer camp or anything. Like they want you to go and help out. So
Okay.
thank you. Yeah.
I'm sure that if I'm going to ask for myself and for my guests, how can people get informed about what they're doing
Oh, and
in
then
Bill Backs?
Bill Backs. Well, always, they're super nice, all the park rangers over there. And you can ask when they go and pay the entrance, you know, what's going on? Do you guys have something new?
Or
I
on
get
their
information about
Instagram. Yeah.
their Instagram account?
Okay.
It's also very informative, and they respond to all the DM messages, all the private messages. They're super good over
Okay.
there.
We will do that. I will reach out to them so we can learn more about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. I have a question. You guys mentioned that pre-COVID, you guys were doing speakers.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
Are you guys planning to bring that back?
Yes. Yes, that's the idea. That's the idea because, you know, seeing, you know, the group of parents and watching them interact with each other and asking questions, it was very, like, we thought we got, you know, a lot of parents involved and, okay, I want to do this and I want to help. So it was great. It was a great idea. And the community center helped us a lot. They were
Fantastic.
basically saying, whatever you guys need, we're here to help.
Providing the space
Providing
for the
the- yeah.
lectures, providing, you know,
The chairs, they would
Yeah.
organize the chairs. How do you want the chairs? We'll put it, like, we'd have, what is your, your speaker need? We'll put this, you have a PowerPoint that would help them connect the computer. Very, very helpful.
yeah. And the idea behind the speakers is that we had a psychologist come out. We had the Taekwondo, or was it?
Yeah,
Like
it's
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga,
instructor.
martial arts
Yeah.
instructor,
And then we were also helping out with Chief Lane.
Chief Press.
Chief
and
Press.
Yeah, but I think that one was more speaker as well as the effects of drugs and that we're
Yeah.
kind of working with a couple of different groups to try to, you know, we're all doing the same thing, so why don't we just combine after, like if we want a speaker to come out and you're bringing a speaker as well, like we'll help promote it and, you know, vice versa. So we had 3 speakers before COVID hit, and then I guess this school year we'll start up again with the speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage you guys to bring those speakers back, because I'm noticing that the Key Biscayne Community Foundation has been nonstop with activities. I noticed the other day on Instagram, I'm like, I need to like prioritize these notifications, because they're so because I would like to obviously attend some of these and learn more, and I'm sure there's a lot of stories there.
Yeah.
So all these initiatives are great. What else have you guys done in the past?
Okay, well, we also did for COVID, we kind of wanted to help out during Christmas, the crossing guards that help the kids from St. Agnes and KBCS.
And the cafeteria staff.
The cafeteria staff from KBCS and the office staff from KBCS. So we kind of got together with the Winn-Dixie and we gave them gift cards for Christmas, you know, celebrating the Christmas spirit. And Dixie staff was very helpful. Louise, the manager, also gave us, you know, little candies to wrap it around with the gift cards, and everybody was so grateful that day. It was something very unexpected for them. We have a little video, by the way, in our Instagram account with us driving around and giving out the gift cards. So we, you know, will be really good. I'm sure Alejandro can share our Instagram account with you guys later.
For sure.
Get out.
Cool. That's actually very thoughtful. That's very thoughtful that you guys focused on the crosswalk people, the janitor people, the staff. All those people work a lot, you know, and it's nice that you recognize them.
Yeah. And no, and the beauty, like Lauli was saying, is to see how the kindness is contagious. And then the Winn-Dixie staff was helping out, and then, you know, it was just this beautiful like effect of, yeah, like kindness spreads more kindness, you know. So
Contagious.
Contagious. Thank you. That's the word. Kindness is contagious. That's,
Yes.
That's one of the phrases that we use. Yeah.
Awesome. And Kim, you were going to share another initiative.
Yeah.
with us?
And so one of the other initiatives that we had was the sidewalk chalk messages. I don't know if anybody's seen them, or we haven't done them in a while, but we started when we launched Kids almost 2 years ago. That was our first kind of introduction into the Key, was with all of these like always look on the bright side messages, think positive, you know, spread kindness everywhere, kindness is contagious, you know, just different messages. And so we basically decorated the sidewalks all around KBCS, throughout Village Green, around Village Council. And then a lot of people were asking, or, you know, who was doing this, like who was behind this. It was a nice way to get us a little bit introduced into the community as, yeah, we're the ones behind the sidewalk chalk. So everybody had heard or seen the sidewalk chalk, and we're like, yeah, that's us. Yeah. And we're gonna launch another one. So at the beginning of school year, if anybody's interested, if their kids want to participate, it's a beautiful way for everybody to participate, because there's no right or wrong way of doing it. You just put the message, you know, and we provide the supplies, and you know, it's, like I said, a beautiful way of bringing everyone together. So if anybody wants to participate, you can reach out to us and let us know. And once we get closer to the start of school year, which we don't want to talk about now, we can, you know, we can have you guys come and help us out. We'd really appreciate it.
For sure. By all means, whenever you guys are ready, let me know. I'll push it on the social and spread the word of this initiative so people can get involved.
Great.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said, great,
Thank
thanks.
you.
No problem. So I know that we're running out of time, and I'd like to ask my guests on Key Biscayne Stories one question regarding Key Biscayne. So what is a perfect weekend for you on the Key? You guys can go first.
Who's ready?
Laura, you can go first.
Oh my God. Well, always a bike ride is, I think, a must. Going to Mashta Bridge, there's everything you can see, from beautiful manatees, there's spider crabs and crocodile, maybe. You get lucky, you see one of those. We had the opportunity to spot one once, swimming around there. Also, billbacks, it's also a must, and go to the beach. Go to the lighthouse, of course. All the kids and everybody, you know, the view from up there is just spectacular. And then just the beach. Also enjoy the beach there. Also, like, I know it's a little bit off the Key, but it's part of it, which is Virginia Key and Crandon Park 2. Those two areas, like, take your bike over and just go to the beach and enjoy. There's a lot of secret passages everywhere that, let's just say, thanks to COVID, we had the opportunity to
find.
Yes, there's a swing at Virginia Key at the beach. And I'm sure a lot of people don't know this spot. Yeah. So we're just surrounded by beautiful nature that just get your bike or walk anywhere, and it's just beautiful. And of course, eating your humongous fried fish at Borders Grill, it's a must.
I have not gotten there. Is it the whole fish that comes to the sea?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It's the
Quite-
best thing you can do it. And then, you know, I've learned from people here, because thank God we have like people from every country. And I had a lot of Filipino friends. And you cannot flip the fish to the side. You have to flip it over from head to tail. And that's really funny to see because it gives you bad luck. That's what they say. So it's really funny to see a person trying to flip the entire fish, you know, around to eat the meat from the other side.
Wow, I will take a look at that.
And then if you try to do it, send a video because I want to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, like you were saying earlier, Alejandro, you learned something, 3 things to in this
I
podcast.
have. I'm making a list.
Who knew?
And what about you, Kim? What's the perfect weekend look like for you?
Oh, wait, and have a drink at the Cleat.
Oh, wait, that's what I was waiting. I'm like,
Oh,
she
yes.
left out with the happy hour sunsets at the Queen,
Yes, yes,
or just a happy hour on the beach with a group of friends. Yeah, I'm all about biking, exploring every little nook and cranny that we have. Such a beautiful island. But yeah, I think she took all the main ones that I would say, and yeah, and I think the paddleboard. Yeah, I don't have one, but yeah,
No, but we can rent.
that's
Yes.
true.
You can
You can
now get paddle boards rent.
You
Yes.
know, and thanks, yeah, to, you know, Khalil and Andres, I think he's called. They brought that
The
to
paddle
Key.
boards.
Yes, and we're very fortunate to, you know, just be able to rent those paddle boards and just go.
Awesome. Awesome. Ladies, it's been
Did we miss any? What about you? Did we miss any Key Biscayne weekend highlights?
no, you guys, it's, you know, every person has a different approach, you know. It's the idea is to capture a little bit of everybody's experiences and what they like about the Key and how they spend the weekend. So,
I have one too, by the way.
go ahead.
Turtle season.
Oh,
So if it's turtle season, you might have a chance to see a turtle nesting or, you know, turtles just hatching from eggs. And that
would be a good Key Biscayne.
is an amazing experience.
I have not done that, but
know.
I saw that the turtle people have an Instagram and they started posting. So I was like, oh, I reached out, hey, can I interview you guys? And they said, let me talk to our supervisor. Apparently it's the county. So they channeled it up there. It's up there somewhere because I wanted to go out with them and take video, you know, and experience it.
But maybe call the aquarium, because I know they have like a turtle release program or something, and they might.
This aquarium.
Yeah, they might have some.
But yeah, I want to do that too. I'm like, that's on my list of
Bucket list.
So cool to watch that.
Aquarium turtle thing.
Or
Great.
through the bags, maybe.
Yes.
Awesome. Ladies, it's been great. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend time with us and sharing the story, your story of the Key and your project. It was an awesome project. Thank you.
No,
Thank you for having us. It was great.